Let's dive into the wild ride of America's criminal justice system, folks. Imagine we're kicking off in the Wild West, where lawmen like Wyatt Earp weren't just figures of legend, they were the real deal, keeping order in towns like Dodge City and Tombstone. Speaking of Tombstone, you know the OK Corral gunfight? That infamous showdown in 1881 between the Earps, Wyatt, Virgil, and Morgan, and the Clanton gang, Frank McLaury, Tom McLaury, and Billy Clanton, is still debated today. What's crazy is, it lasted only 30 seconds and it cemented the Earps' reputations as tough lawmen. Crime didn't just pop up yesterday. We're talking gang warfare in NYC streets back in the 1800s. Gangs like the Hudson Dusters and Suretails were big players in city politics. And let's not forget the robber barons of the post-Civil War era. Guys bribing, officials cornering, markets, and corruption's old school. Even back then, folks were grappling with how to balance justice and liberty. Fast forward to the 1700s and 1800s, and Cesare Beccaria's On Crime and Punishments, 1764, drops bombshell ideas. Punishments should fit crimes, and deterrence works if punishment's certain and swift. His thoughts shaped modern penal codes. Then, London's Metropolitan Police, 1829, sets the template for modern policing. Professional, organized, and relatively accountable. Those penitentiaries? Originally reform projects, replacing public hangings and torture with, well, solitary confinement and hard labor wasn't exactly humane by today's standards, but it was progress at the time. Early criminal justice agencies operated like solo acts, no coordination. Enter the Chicago Crime Commission, 1919, basically citizens saying, "Hey, track what you're doing." They pushed for transparency. Then the Wickersham Commission, 1931, under Hoover, spotlighted systemic messes. Too many rules, liberty versus security debates, sound familiar, and rehab versus punishment. Some issues still are headaches today. Now we're juggling terrorism, cybercrime, and tech surveillance. Remember post-9/11 NSA monitoring? Court-approved warrants versus national security. Where's the line? Over 2 million people work in this system, costing taxpayers $150+ billion yearly. We're asking, how do we protect citizens without snooping on them? Effective crime fighting or privacy invasion? Historical patterns. Crimes evolved with society. System structure. Police, courts, corrections, each stage impacts the next. On big questions. Security versus privacy, rehab versus punishment, and what's justice, really? Modern challenges. Cyber threats, ethical policing, and fixin', a system that's often too complex.